Welcome back to Amisoft Multimedia, and this is a continuation of previous videos on how to install and set up Amisoft POS. So, um, if you have not watched the previous videos, I'll require, will beg that you look for it and then watch. So, we are now going to set up some basic parameters for our system. Okay, so after that, we can't do any other thing. You can see the only thing that is here, bottom that is here, is home. So the first thing we need to do is to sign up. So when you click on sign in, if you don't have an account, as it's a new system, so there's no account on it. So we click on don't have an account, and we would then we have to enter our phone number. Just fill in this particular thing. So 02 024. Okay, then I will look for my image. If you have your own image, this is where you put your passport picture. But for now, I don't have, so I will just use this. I will use this as my image. If you don't like it, just click on it again, and to give you the chance to look for a different image. Okay. Okay, any of them will do. So I'll not waste time. I'll just basically will use this one. Okay, then I will enter my surname. Okay, then I'll enter my first names or names. Okay, then I'll enter my username. Can be a nickname or any name at all you prefer. Then I'll enter the password that I'll be using to log in. And the password that I'll be using to log in. And I don't have to forget. If probably what I've typed I don't know is better, I delete it. Then enter the one that I can't remember. But make sure you take care of whether the caps is on or it's not on. Just be very careful, just like any other password. Okay, so after that, the things that we use to log in will be this user ID. So you can see that it has generated my user ID, and it generated from my initials, the A from this Apaspanga, the D from this David, and then this A from this from Ayuse. So then the last 5 digits of my phone number. That is how the user ID is being generated. Okay, then after that, I'll click on what? Sign up. Click on sign up. Okay, then it will give me this pop-up telling me I've successfully registered an account. Then it will give me my login details. So these are my login details. Then after that, you can write them down somewhere. Then you click on OK. Then after that, you log in with those login details. Then the password, and we are good to go. So as you can see, the image is up here. Then the other information, you can see these buttons have now come to add to the other button that was already there. So the next thing I will have to do is to make sure that I the next thing I have to do is to make sure that I go to settings. And because if I go to stock anything, I will not be able to complete the process because of this particular thing. Categories, I don't have any category here, so I have to go to settings. You have to go to settings. Then from settings, you can then go to parameter settings and set up your parameters. You can set up all these parameters, but for now, what is required of us to be able to do the stocking is categories. So I look for category. Okay, there's categories. So the categories depends on how you want to group your products. What products are you dealing in? The products that you're dealing in, you group them. If it's just one particular product, you can just put one category and you're good to go. But at least one category should be there. At least one category should be there. So for example, it's the provision shop that I'm run it. Definitely I'll have some of them that are drinks like 5 star, and then the likes, and then I'll click on add to list. Okay, then I'll have some of them that will be like pomade, pomade. Some of them that will be pomade, different kind of pomade. Okay, then I'll click on add to list. Then I have some of them that will be, sorry to use my ladies, that will be like sanitary pads. So I can add a category called sanitary. Hope my spelling is correct. Then I'll add to list. Then I have some of them that like soap are detergents, Omo is a detergent. All those things are detergents, so I can add a category called the it comes with detergents. Let's just take it away. It's a detergents. Okay, so then I add to list. So basically that is how it's done. So when you go to categories, you should be able to see the categories. So you see that they are listed here, the ones I've entered here. If later on you don't want any other category, simply come and select it, and you can click on remove, and you can remove that particular this thing out of it. Okay, then when you're done with this, you can now go back to home. Oh, you can just go back to stock. You can go to stock, and then you add new stock. So add new stock simply means you are adding, like you're putting in the products that you have into the system. So you click on this, then you look for the picture of your stocks. So for example, okay, this so for example 5 star, I'll enter the 5 star, then I'll enter the name of it. So it's 5 stars, we all know 5 star energy drink, 5 star energy drink. Description, for some of the drinks, some of them are bigger than the others, as we know. So when you look at the label of the drink, some of them, for this one is 350 ml. The ones that are bigger than this are I think they're either 450 or something like that. So this one is 350 ml. Okay, the category, consider my categories are now populated here. So the next thing is what is a drink. So I click on drink. The quantity, how many of them have been supplied to me, and probably they have given me 120 of them. Okay, how much did I buy it from the supplier? How much is the supplier price? So probably the supplier is giving to 2 cedis 50 pesos. Okay, so how much do I also want to sell it? So probably I want to sell it at 3 cedis 50 pesos. I want to sell it at 350 pesos. Then after that, I'll click on what? Add. So you see that it's gone. And when you look down here, you can see what successfully added to stock. Successfully added to stock. Okay. The next thing is there are so many things I will not be able to discuss every feature of it. Okay, so this is added stock. So after adding it, probably the name is not well spelled. You can come to update the stock info. Then you update the stock info information. If it is that it is probably they have brought new stock, which we call supplemental stock. You go to supplemental stock and you enter the product ID. The product IDs will be generated for you. Let's go to report and then go to stock report, and you can see this is the product ID 5DR318661. So 5DR318661. Okay, so if I want to do any changes, for example, there have been some new stock that have come, which we call supplementary stock. I'll simply, don't forget that we added the stock that we kept there was 120. So let's call it and see. So enter the product ID here, which is 5DR. Okay, can't remember, forgotten it. So I basically have to go back. So it will rather do you best if you can print your stock and keep. You can print it from here and keep, so that you use that one to do updating. It's 5DR318. Okay, 5DR318. So we'll move and I'll go to supplement it. If that you want to update the information, you go to it's just basically the same thing. So go to 5DR318 661. Okay, so you can see it has given me the information about that particular product. Okay, then after that you can see that you enter quantity supply. This supplementary, so I mean new quantities, like you brought new supplies. So it's only this one and this one, and that of this is active for me. I can't do any changes to it because it's supplementary report. But if I want to do changes to these ones, then I will have to go to update information, so that I'll be able to change those ones. But if you can't go to supplementary, that means it's only the quantity that you want to change, or new stock have come and you want to change. Okay, so it was 120, so I'm going to add the 30 to it, so it will now be 150, 30 rather. Okay, so that means 30 more has come, which you call supplementary stock. Then I'll click on add. You can see down here 5-star energy drink, then the ID has successfully been updated. Okay, then if I go to home, sorry, let me just go to home straight away. It is, as you can see, it's here. It's here. Okay, then as you can see some borders. These borders, these red lines around it, that one is optional. If you want, you can leave them. If you want, you can take it off. So to take it off, you have to go to settings. Then when you go to settings, you go to parameter settings. Then you can see show grid view borders. It's already on. So now it's now off. I've off it. Then I'll go back to home and see that the borders, those red things, are no more there. So that one is optional if you want. Now if you want to sell, you, after stocking all your products, what you want to do, what you can do in order to sell is just to click on it. Probably that will be a next video, and when you're done, you pay, confirm. Then that means you have sold 1 5-star like that. When I go to spot as report, I should be able to see that one product has been sold, as you can see here. One product has been sold today, and it's 3 cedis, 50 pesos, Ghana cedis. That other required information. Another very important information is you can see location is nothing. There's nothing there, and official phone number. There's nothing there. Okay, so to do that, you go to settings, then you go to parameter settings, then you go to company details. So for example, my company is Amisoft. I would prefer to make this one capital. So okay, it's located at Upper West Jirapa. Oh, I would like this one to be okay. It can also be capitals. Jirapa is from West. So then the official phone number is 0202437725, or is 0247810233. This is the official phone number. Okay, then successfully. Okay, then after this, when I go to report, I may not see it until I restart the system. So for now, I will not see it, but it's already in the system. Okay, let me go to home and come back. Okay, so let me close it and restart the system, and then log in and see whether I'll be able to get that particular thing. Okay, then I'll log in so that I'll be able to have access to the bottoms here. Okay, so which is ADA 10233. Then my password. Then I'll log in. Then I'll go to report. Then I expect to see. Okay, so what I entered. This is and basic other information. But mind you, not all this information is available to any other person. If it is a shop attendant, the person will not see your profit for the day, and then the profit for the month, and then the tithe that you are paying. The person will not see those things. But any other information. So some other information are restricted for the other users. So the first person to sign up, the system will see the person as a system administrator, as you can see. The first person to sign up. So make sure that you are the first person to sign up, so that you have access, full control over the system, and everything will be shown to you. So basically, that is it. Which all of it cannot be discussed. But I'm very, very grateful for choosing Amisoft POS. Hope it will be of help in your business. Thank you very much. So I'll log out.